Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing another drugstore brand. You might remember I did a previous video reviewing a couple Revlon products, and I wanted to start a new series for my channel reviewing a full face of a specific drugstore brand. So today's brand that I'm going to be reviewing is Black Radiance, and this is a brand that I've not really seen before. The display for this popped up in my local grocery store, and I was very intrigued by the items. So Black Radiance is a Black-owned company, and it is a company that is geared towards African Americans and other people of color and dark complexions. So I will not be able to review any of the face products just because they are too dark for me, which is completely fine. I was really happy actually to see this brand pop up in my local store, because when I walk down the drugstore aisles, you can definitely tell that there is a big gap in the skin tone options in my area. So when this came into my grocery store, I was really happy to see that. And there was a couple items that are very universal across the boards that caught my eye that I really wanted to try. And this is an extremely affordable brand as far as drugstore costs. This is on the more affordable end. Some drugstore brands have started getting really expensive. And this is definitely a more affordable option. So let me show you what I got first. So like I said, I was kind of walking down the drugstore aisles at my grocery store, and the item that actually caught my eye first before I even saw what brand it was of course an eyeshadow palette. And this is their Jaded Ambience palette. Let me open it up first so I can show you without the glare. But the color story on this instantly caught my eye, and you'll see why once I eventually get this open, maybe. So like I said, this is their Jaded palette, and these colors are absolutely beautiful. So this was item number one that I picked up. Next, I picked up the Bodybuilding Voluminous Mascara, because you know how I love a volumizing mascara. Next, they didn't have a brush tip liner, so I got the next best thing for me anyways, and that's one of these dip liners. And this is their it's fine black. It's a fine line liquid eyeliner. The one item that I wanted to see if I could get to work for me, this is actually a pressed powder. So this is like a powder foundation, and it's in warm hazelnut. And I wanted to pick this up as more of a bronzer just to see how the formula works. This is definitely way too dark for me to use as an all-over powder, but again, I wanted to try as many products of the line that I possibly could, so I'm going to use this as a bronzer today. And then the last item I picked up is a what is this technically called? I saw it somewhere. Oh, okay, this is a Dynamic Duo Lip Balm and gloss. So you've got your balm on this end and your gloss on this end, and this is in mauve. That's the brand. We're gonna give this a try. We're gonna see how these products go. I'm super excited about this eyeshadow palette. These are just so up my alley as far as color story. And yeah, so let me go ahead and take off all my makeup, and let's get to playing with this and see how these work. Okay, so let's start out with my favorite part, which is eyeshadow. So the packaging on this is not the greatest. You can definitely tell that it is a little on the cheaper side, which is completely fine. I honestly do not buy products for their packaging. So let's go ahead and swatch a few of these. I'm gonna do this one right here. Okay, not too bad. Let's do this one right next to it. There are no shadow names on this, just so you know. Okay, not bad as far as pigmentation. Let me try some of these mattes. So I'm gonna take this kind of mid-tone green right here. Okay, that didn't swatch the greatest. Let me see if I can actually build upon it though. Okay, it's buildable. And then let's maybe try, I'm gonna try this one right here. This is a really interesting looking color. Looks like it's a duochrome. Ooh, I like that one. It's got like a purple and a green shift to it. So far with those swatches, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. And for the cost, I think it's pretty decent so far. All right, so let's figure out what we want to do color-wise. Okay, so I think I am gonna go in with this green color here. I'm gonna use that as a transition shade. So right away, this is the color I swatched. I think this applies much better than it actually swatches. So that is gorgeous. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with like this deeper teal color right here. I'm gonna deepen up the crease. And again, that's doing really nice too. I'm gonna take this green right here, and I'm gonna take that even higher, I think. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, nice. All right, loving it so far. Next, I think I'm gonna take this color right here. It's kind of like a, I don't even know that I can describe it. It's like a steely green color almost. Just kind of digging into that a little bit, and we're just gonna go all over the lid. Oh, that is nice. That's a pretty shimmer. Yeah, that color is definitely kind of like a mint green with just like a touch of blue to it. But it's so pretty. And then next, I think we're gonna just make this a super smoky eye. I'm gonna take this deep color right here, and I'm just gonna smoke out that outer corner. I'm using my finger. The brush isn't picking that one up as well. Yeah, that smoky color is not as pigmented as the others. You could definitely build it up, but that initial payoff of color is just not there. Okay, so that's where we're at with the eyeshadow. So far, I am really liking this. All right, next we're gonna go in with the liquid liner, and this is what we got. And it's just your standard little brush right there. Okay, so there's one eye, so not too bad. I definitely had to dip back in to be able to finish off the whole eye, which is not a deal breaker. So let me finish off the other eye. I'm gonna see how this dries down, because this almost looks like it might be a little bit of a shiny finish. Okay, so actually, now that it's kind of drying down, let me see if I can shift in the light a little bit for you. It is actually drying down matte, which is really nice. Yeah, that has no shine to it whatsoever. It is definitely a matte liner, so that is fantastic. And I found I didn't really struggle a whole lot with doing the wing with this. So again, another nice product. All right, so let me go ahead and finish the bottom lash line real quick. I am gonna go in with that dark color and see how that does on its own underneath. And then I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take that teal color that we used in the transition and just kind of run that into there as well. All right, so now we are gonna go in with this face powder. And this is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and dip into this. Definitely see a difference in my neck and my face. But actually that's not looking too bad. It's a little, I think if I had went in a little lighter handed, let me see if I can take some of this down a little bit. It's a little orange. In the monitor it actually doesn't look too bad, but in real life it's a little on the orange side. I think you can kind of see it there. So I just went in a little bit too heavy handed, but as far as like adding like texture or anything to the skin, it's really finely milled. So it is doing a really good job of just not adding like a super powdery finish. I think this would be a very beautiful powder, like an all over face powder. All right, so now let's go ahead and try this mascara. So again, this is the body building mascara. This is supposed to give you added volume to your lashes, and this is a beast of a wand. That is terrifying. So let's go ahead and give this a try. All right, so this is where we're at with the mascara. It's not adding a whole lot of volume to my lashes. For being a volumizing mascara, it's not really adding any length. I mean, it added a little length. I don't feel like it's adding a whole lot of volume either. It is separating everything, so it's not like clumping or anything. So let me maybe give this a chance to dry. I'm gonna do the other eye, and then we'll see if we can do a second coat and kind of build upon that volume. Maybe it's just with it being such a wet formula, it's gonna take a minute for it to dry, and then we can pile on the volume on layer 2. Yeah. All right, so let's try layer 2. All right, that did a little bit better. It's definitely not giving me the volume I get with like a Lash Paradise type of a mascara. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely not the worst mascara I've tried. Just for it to claim that there's a lot of volume that you're gonna get out of this, I don't feel like it's doing anything like super special. Last but not least, let's go ahead and play with this lip balm and lip gloss. So that's what she looks like. It has a very berry smell to it. And this is definitely just like a balm. It's got a little bit of a color to it. that is like 90s pink. So let's go ahead and put the gloss on top and see what that does. So along with face products, I was not able to find a blush that was not going to be too deep of a tone for me. I probably could have picked one up and just attempted to use the light hand. But they had just like a really deep, like berry, like almost like a blackberry color, which would be absolutely beautiful on like darker skin tones. And there was one other color, and neither one, even like with using a light hand, felt like it would be a good color for me. So yeah, I didn't pick up a blush for today either. Okay, so this is the final look with everything. Final thoughts. I'm actually pretty happy with most of what I purchased. With having just tried out the more universal products, I feel like this is actually a very decent drugstore brand, and more people should give this a try and get the word out about this brand. I know I hadn't ever heard of them until I saw them come into my local grocery store, but there is no reason that this shouldn't be out there more. This eyeshadow palette is absolutely beautiful. I have zero fallout from that shimmer on my cheeks, and usually by now, it's taken me probably about a half hour to do my makeup. Usually by now I would have some sort of fallout if there was going to be fallout, and I don't. The mattes didn't swatch the greatest. Like this palette definitely does not swatch nice, but it applies really well. I am just super happy with how this look came out. It's very beautiful. The green tones are nice and vibrant. They're not muddy. They blended really well. The shimmers are great. I cannot say enough good things about this palette. This eyeliner applied very nicely. Again, it is a completely matte formula. So if you're looking for something with zero shimmer to it or shine to it, this is gonna do it for you. Extremely affordable. It applied really nicely. I'll have to do a wear test update for you guys to let you know if my wing comes off, if there's any flaking or anything like that. So make sure you are following me on my Instagram page, so I will update you on this. The pressed powder, I feel that this actually did a very decent job as a bronzer for my skin tone. It's extremely smooth. It's very finely milled. I am not seeing any added texture to my skin, but this is a very nice powder. So I think this would work really well for darker skin tones all over the face. Mascara is all right. It did build up a little bit. I will have to do a wear test for you guys just to let you know if there are any issues that I come across as I'm wearing this throughout the day. And the last item is this Balm Lip Gloss Duo. This isn't my favorite color. I think if I put a lip liner underneath it and put that balm on top with the gloss, it might, make the color a little bit more suitable for my skin tone. I feel like this color just kind of washes me out a little bit. But as far as the formula, it's decent. It's definitely not revolutionary in any way, shape, or form. It's not going to be long lasting because it is a balm, and the gloss it's not sticky, which I really like. So that is everything I purchased from Black Radiance. I'm actually really happy with this brand. I'm excited to possibly pick up some other stuff. They have some liquid eyeshadows that are calling my name. They have some highlighter sticks, and they have some matte and cream lipsticks that I saw that I would love to give a try as well. So leave me a comment down below. Have you tried anything from this brand? Are you familiar with this brand? And what did you think of the products I tried today? So that is everything I'm going to have for you today. Thank you as always for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video, and make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.